My name is Banner. I'm one of the co-founders of Cogny, and I just wanted to make a little get started video, show a little bit how you can use Cogny to improve your SEO in this case. So we're going to start from the very beginning, or pretty much beginning at least. So in this case, I have my terminal set up, and I'm going to share that. Here we are, and I have a directory called Git where I keep all the GitHub repositories or the Git repositories checked out, basically. And for example, if you create an app with Lovable or Replit or with Claude or Codex, it makes a lot of sense to keep that version controlled using something called Git. So we're going to start by cloning the repository for a site that we have that's called Vibe Marketing Ninja. So in this case, I already have one that was called marketing-send as desk. So that's why I ran into a problem the first time. Now I'm going to put it in the called Vibe Marketing.ninja. It's a kind of pattern that some people use where you basically have a lot of directories with the same Git repository checked out so that you can work on many things in parallel. And let me reshare that. Cool. So here we are. Now we copied all files and commits, etc. So we're going to go ahead and enter this dir. So this, if you look, is a typical Next.js repository with a bunch of markdown files and basically the code for the web page. And the way this page looks is basically like this. I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So basically, this is the web page. It's like a post scheduling and service for people who want to post to LinkedIn and X, etc. So like you can connect your X accounts, LinkedIn accounts, and you can then get help to draft some tweets. It also has an MCP, so it's kind of nice for users who want to do like CLI based Twitter posting, for example. And we have installed something called the Google Search Console on this page. So if we look at that, we're now at the Vibe Marketing Ninja Search Console. It's something that Google offers for free. So you basically go to search.google.com/search console, and what happens there is that you can then sign in. Now I'm already signed in, I guess. And then you prove that you own this particular domain or website, either through editing your domain settings or publishing a file. And then you get access to these really nice statistics from Google. So here we can see that in the last 3 months, we've gotten 11,600 impressions, roughly. So we've appeared in a lot of searches, but we've gotten about 50 clicks. So not super much. And here we can also see the different search queries where we appear. So it's a lot of vibe marketing related, but also some related to some other search queries. And what we could do is that like one workflow, I guess the traditional one, is that you could download this and analyze it in Excel or something and come up with some new search queries that we should try to improve our content for, basically. But the more AI native way to do this is to connect an MCP. And in this case, Search Console doesn't offer a direct MCP, but we can use Cogny for that. So basically, if we take a look at the Cogny Solo offering, here we can start a free trial and set up an account, connect Search Console, and then I'll connect it to Codex back in my terminal. Then I'll go ahead, start free trial. just going to use a sample mail in this case. Like that. And now I'm basically signed up here. I get to see myself in the intro video. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna connect Search Console. And as I pressed that button, basically I get to a new little window. It looks like this, where I can now choose an account to log into, where I have access to this Search Console property. So in this case, I'm going to use my banner at cogny.com. Here we can see that basically we want to view and manage Search Console data. Okay. And then here we can select which domain we will manage. And in this case, I'm going to go with Vibe Marketing Ninja. And that window disappears. And now we can see that Search Console is connected here. So the next step, now we're done with step 1 here. We could, of course, connect a lot of more channels. So the next step is to set up a free trial. It goes for 7 days. So we jump over here to Stripe. I'm gonna just quickly not share my screen, turn to Cogny. And now the trial has started. And as you can see, we actually even put like a pending task here, the SEO audit. And this is a feature where we help you basically keep track of things to do. And the next step is to connect our own AI agent. So in this case, we'll go with Codex. I can copy this URL. Now I'll share my terminal. We're now back in the directory where I have the source code. I add this. And basically what this is configuration that enable Codex to connect to this Cogny Solo setup. So now we're waiting for Codex to basically accept this NCP config. There we are. A new window opens where I have to log in. And now Cogny is connected. So I think we basically the last step to get started is to install the skills. So basically we're going to copy this command here. We already set up Codex obviously before. And this is like a command that will install our open source skills from GitHub. So now we're jumping back into the terminal. Here we are, pasting the line from the UI. And now it's basically installing skills for Codex. So now if I run the Codex command, we can now do the SEO audit skill in theory. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it looks like we might have to enable it here somehow. Okay, there we have it. All right, it's a $sign in Codex. Yeah, so that's how we run it then apparently. And now it kind of gets to work doing an SEO audit of Vibe Marketing Ninja. And it will have access to the Search Console data as well through the Cogny MCP. So this way we can actually like use our, yeah, you can see here, like here's a tool call to basically check the different sites that we have. And then based on that, it can figure out yeah, what search queries we have, etc. And so gonna approve some tool calls here. It's getting our sitemap. It's doing some URL inspection, and that's basically like asking Google, what does this look like when you crawl it? So it gets back a result here. It gets submitted and indexed. Yeah, so the front page is at least indexed. That's good news. But of course, if you have some type of SEO issues, like these debugging tools from Google can be really, really helpful. And having your agent kind of work through those tools directly is very nice. Because basically, like, all of the steps that is going through now would have been like manual steps in a more traditional workflow. So we do some more inspection. It's checking like a blog post about the X algorithm and growth strategies around that. Checking like a directory. We have a listing of Vibe Marketing MCPs on Vibe Marketing Ninja. It's kind of on topic, I guess. And it's doing some checking now also on the evolution of AI coding assistants. Blog post we wrote some time back. And maybe that could be a good candidate to update now that like Codex has really made a quite good tool that wasn't around when we produced that blog article. And as you know, like updating existing content with the new updates makes it more relevant and will increase the chance of ranking better. So yeah, we'll see what comes up here. Basically, it's checking the code base now, looking at some image alt tags, etc. And also doing some web search. And all of these are like baked into the SEO audit skill that is available in our skill repository. Now it creates some findings. So this is basically like the conclusions. And it thinks that like several blog posts are getting quite good positions, like position 10 or something like that, but they have very low click-through rates. So here we kind of get the verdict on our SEO. And it has analyzed the period 4th of February to 4th of May. It thinks that we should basically add some stronger sourcing, freshness, etc. Fix some titles, add no index. Okay, let's do all three. Add Codex as a new AI agent and coding tool to that blog post to make it updated with 2026. Excuse me. Yeah. So now basically, based on these findings, we can now send Codex to actually get to work and improve our SEO. And it recommended 3 actions. So I just asked it to do all of them. And the coding agent is now going to get to work actually implementing these changes. I'm going to then ask it to make a pull request. And yeah, then I'm going to publish the changes. And we'll have like updated our SEO with the help of also looking at the actual data that we get from Google about our ranking. So that's what makes it very powerful. Because obviously, like without that, you can only look at the code base, which has some information. But if we know what gets traffic, what gets impressions, clicks, etc., and if it's like good click-through rates or bad, if Google has indexed the pages or not, like this is a big difference in terms of the concrete actions that we should take. Yeah, so it's really powerful. And of course, if you connect more MCPs in Cogny, you could also cross-reference your Google Ads data or HubSpot if you have leads there or like other interesting data sources. So yeah, that's kind of how you could work with Cogny Solo. And yeah, feel free to join our Discord and discuss this and get help. I'll also make more videos if you like. So yeah, have a good day. Bye.